Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash, and today's video is going to be a kind of an anti-haul video where I kind of crap on new product releases. So just as a disclaimer, most of the brands I'm talking about, I do enjoy some of their products, and if you are interested in these products, it's no shame to you. It's just they aren't my type of thing. So I will pop up photos as I talk about them on the side here, but let's talk about Tarte. So Tarte has this palette coming out called Big Ego. Maybe it's out already, I don't know. I'm kind of behind on all of the makeup things. But this palette is just 18 boring shades. It's shades that you've seen from Tarte before. Tarte and Too Faced, I think we're going to talk about Too Faced too. Tarte and Too Faced both have the most boring color stories when it comes to their palettes. I think they could just make one major 30 pan palette and just be done with it and never come out with anything else because they always produce the same thing over and over again. Now, I do like some Tarte products, I do, but the eyeshadow is not one that I typically go for, and like, come on, it's just boring. Let's talk about another Tarte product. This is the Man Eater Silk Stick Bronzer. I have nothing against stick bronzers, I have nothing against anything like that, but didn't they release something like this before just under a different name? I know Tarte has like the Man Eater line, and then they have the Rainforest of the Sea line, and they have, I don't even know, and then they have their Sugar Rush or something, whatever line that is. I don't get it. I think they just put out the same stuff over and over again. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't put this out before, but I vaguely remember them having something similar to this product. Maybe I'm wrong. Moving on to Benefit. I don't use Benefit because Benefit does sell in mainland China, so they are required by law to test on animals, and I try to use makeup brands that don't test on animals. Plus, Benefit never intrigued me. Like back in the day, I did try the Hoola bronzer, and I wasn't into this. But anyway, let's get back to what is coming out. This is the Whoa So Soft Brow Oil. Does Benefit only do brows? Like, have they never wanted to venture out into anything other than brows? I just want to say that, yes, I know Benefit does more than just brows, but they are only known for their brows, I feel. I know I talked about the Hoola bronzer. My bad. I feel like every time I see a launch from them, it's either the Hoola bronzer being, like, revamped into new packaging, or it's just another brow product along the same lines of what they have. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what this is supposed to do. Good for them, but, like, do they not want to do anything else? So the next item is not necessarily the product itself, it's more about the brand. This is the new palette from P. Louise. I have never tried P. Louise products. Are they worth the money? Are they overhyped? They just seem to put out a lot of palettes. Like, they have some huge palettes, but they have a lot of palettes that are just like the same tones. They give me like UK Morphe vibes. I feel bad saying that, but I don't know anything else about the brand. I know people really like their bases, but their palettes, there just seem to be so many of them with so many color stories. They're all kind of the same, but they're so big. I think they have a wedding palette that is like way too big, but who am I to judge? Now, I love me some e.l.f., but for some reason this just grosses me out. Liquid putty primer. I think it looks weird. I think it looks gross. That's all I gotta say. It just grosses me out. This one, I decided to throw up because I didn't realize hard candy was still a thing. Apparently it is. I remember buying it in Walmart back in the day, but I didn't realize they were still a thing. But anyway, this is their new Repair Lip Oil, and I thought that these were rare beauty when I first passed by it. Very similar packaging, and yeah, everybody's coming out with lip oils now. This next one is from Makeup Revolution. This is, I guess, they collab with Finding Nemo. When I first saw this video, I was just scrolling through Instagram. I saw it and I was like, is that SpongeBob? Didn't they do that already? But then I saw it was Makeup Revolution and Finding Nemo. The palette is pretty, but I don't know, it doesn't really scream Finding Nemo to me. Maybe that's just me. I've never actually been into any of the Makeup Revolution stuff because they seem to have like 10 different brands. I never know which one's legit. I mean, I think they're all legit. I just don't know which one is supposed to be. I don't know what's what. That's all I gotta say. And they also seem to copy like other brands for some things. And I don't know, it's just not a vibe for me. I haven't been vibing with it. I mean, the palette's pretty and the liquid blush looks interesting, but everything else. It's like, why are there there's 4 palettes in here. I didn't realize that. There's 4 eyeshadow palettes. I was just focused on the bigger one. Why are there 4 palettes with like the same colors? It makes no sense. Now let's talk about Too Faced. They have this palette, the Cosmic Crush. What is cosmic about it? I mean, honestly, looking at it, it looks very similar except for like that purple and like dark green. It looks very similar to another palette they have, which is similar to all their palettes. The only thing different is this is a different layout, but it's the same layout as I think their, which one is it called? Born This Way palette? Something like that. Now, Too Faced has done some good complexion products, but their palettes are boring. I think the last palette I actually bought was the Sweet Peach palette, and I ended up getting rid of it because the scent was too overpowering. Moving on, the next one is from Ren Beauty. I have tried a few things from Ren Beauty, but I don't really have a full thought on if I like the brand or not. But they are coming out with some Thank You Next inspired plumping lip glosses, and honestly, the first 2 shades look exactly the same to me, and they're lip glosses with a little shimmer in it. They're not going to look that different, and it's like, do we really need more plumping lip glosses on the market? There's just so much. I understand brands want to do what they want to do, but it's like, could you at least make interesting colors? And the last item I want to talk about is from Bare Minerals. I don't follow up on Bare Minerals and what they launch, and like, there's nothing overly wrong with what these are, but they are the pressing on these remind me of Ofra, and I don't know. Do people still buy Bare Minerals? Is it still like a thing, or is it like a more like, or am I almost to the age range where you're supposed to buy Bare Minerals? Because I remember seeing like infomercials for this brand like back in the day. I have a few things from Bare Minerals, and like, they're not bad, but it's like, again, nothing wrong with this. I don't know. It's not much to it. So to kind of go back from all this anti-haul stuff, I'm going to talk about 2 items that I want to buy. This palette, I've heard nothing but good things about Cosmic brushes, and this palette looks beautiful. I want to try all their palettes, but I just haven't taken the plunge to buy it. But this one, the Deliciously Delight one, it looks gorgeous. And I just saw this on Twitter today as I'm filming this. This is Thursday. Don't know when this video is going up, but it's Thursday right now. e.l.f. is coming out with invisible sunscreen. I have the Well Glow one. This one makes my face way too dark, but they have invisible one coming out, and that is just amazing. I will definitely be picking that up once I finish this one, but the fact that they have one, and this one's going to be SPF 35, whereas the Well Glow is SPF 30, I like it. I'm going to get it. But yeah, that wraps up this anti-haul. It's my first one, I think. Maybe. First one in at least a while. I don't know. Maybe I did one several years ago that isn't on my channel anymore. If you're interested in any of the products that I listed, tell me why. Change my mind or agree with me. I don't care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.